Hi there, this is Marmots, and this is one of the generator in action video. In this case, we will see how to lay out HTML. You don't see it, but I've put the costume of the functional analyst, so we don't know how to use Eclipse code and so on. We are going to see the test environment. We are going to enter to make a review. We are functional, but we have administration user, and we go to hotels, and we see a lot of fields here in the filters, a lot of fields here in the list. So we go to Mantis. We are in reservation, so we are gonna report an issue. Is web. As I am functional analyst, this is major, and the problem is that hotel list page has changes. Hotel list has too much filters. Hotel list has too much fields in list. Okay, so you can set how you want to see it and so on, but by the moment we submit. Okay, we continue and we enter the form, and we see that every field is beside another, and this is ugly, so we need to format this form. And we go here, we report an issue, web major hotel form changes, hotel form fields, redesign, and what you want. But for the example is we have. So we have two issues, and we enter as a programmer, and we see you can use also Mantis to assign the issues to a programmer or what you want, but by the moment we enter to the list, and we see that hotel list page changes, has too much filters, has too much fields in list. So as a programmer, we know what to do. The first thing is to run on server. Okay, so we enter. We go to the hotel list, and we see that of course there are a lot of filters that we don't want. For example, we go to a web application. We know that every entity has its folder, and in this folder we have the hotel, and we have the form that presents the list that presents this list. So what we are going to do is to remove some elements that we don't need. For example, we don't want to filter by logo, by image, by background. We want to filter by address, and by city, but not by latitude, not by longitude. Email, phone, agent, interesting, gallery, not interesting, and website, not interesting also. So we save, we go here, and we have nice filters. So this is done. We can also change it. For example, we can present them as column, and it's really ugly, but we can also, as ID it's too big, we can add. This is done with AngularJS material, so we have nice documentation with samplers and so on. We can go to layout, and it's well explained, not so deep, but it's nice. And we can see how to align. For example, if you want in the middle, layout row, layout align center center. If you want space around, you can put it here. If you want space between, and so on. And you can layout your HTML easily using this functionality. Also, you can use the flex directive in order to specify the length of the fields. If you specify 20%, 70%, and the rest. So we can use also this information to present the params here. So, for example, we will show ID, name, and description in one row and the others in another. So we'll get the layout row. We'll duplicate this one. Name and description. Close div and open another to show the other fields. So, and this is now a column layout. So we have two rows, excuse me, layout column, layout column, layout row, layout row. Okay. So that's it. ID, name, we can say that name has flex of 20 and that description flex of 70. So we don't want layout wrap, and we have name description using the width we need. It's responsive, so every field is presented nice. We can also specify queries, responsive queries, so when we are on phone we can hide some fields and so on. It's potent. We can do what you want. By the moment we'll make like this, and I don't like that don't fill all the width, so we will just remove the layout wrap to get, excuse me, we can add layout align space between, and I think that flex auto will give it to every element. Okay. No, flex auto has to be put here in container. If we put only an address, address will get the remaining space and the others. But with this method, you can lay out your HTML as you want. The next thing is to remove fields from here. For example, logo image background not needed, and latitude longitude tampoco. Gallery and website, we will remove some elements from the list. So we are going here, and we will show the ID, the name, the description, but not the logo object, neither image, neither background, address, city, country, latitude and longitude, outside, email, phone, agent, you will want the agent, gallery object, and website. And here we present the information. We will make the same logo, image, background, address, city, country, latitude, longitude, agent. Okay, so we now have less fields. We can also, as this field is big, we can also use the I don't think limit to 10 characters. I don't know if it will crash. Okay, 10 characters. Oh, so we have this nice list, and we will get this this issue information, and we are going to share it because I've made changes. Team share. I've made changes. I've disconnected from the project was disconnected. Okay. I'm sorry, I haven't seen this disconnection from SVN. Okay. So we have modified the hotel list, and we are going to commit those changes using the pattern we specify. List is ready to test. So we will publish it. We have the commit message. We have modified the HTML, and we continue working on it. So we can go back, and we can see hotel form changes. Hotel forms field redesign, and we are going to do the same as now. We are going to the form. We are going to see it here. Okay, so ID and name can be in the same row. So div layout row, and we close here, and we want that the name takes all the space, so we have the ID and the name, and we can also use all the variable things here, like a tab, for example, with tabs to display more information, as it's done here with these tabs, but we can use also here. Then logo, image, and background, we will put it in the same. So description is okay. Logo, image, and background in the same row. So layout row and layout align space between, and I think then we can put, as they are three equal fields, we can put the flex auto to everyone, and we have those row fields here. We also can put one column of fields and another floating on the right, and so on. But one more thing we will do is to add here, we can add space between. So we have the address, the city, the country, and latitude and longitude. We will add more weight to address, as it normally is bigger, but we have the same charts for everyone. But this one and this one, they will be smaller. So address is flex auto, city x flex 20, country is flex 20, and this is 10 and 10. So we have a nice element. We can add also here. I will try. It's not field set. Here we close the field set, sorry. We close the field set here. Okay. So that's it. And we have now a field set with this information. Another thing required to layout HTML is design part. So we are going to see how to manage styling. We open a command prompt and we specify SAS watch. So it is watching our SAS file to generate the CSS, and now we can make changes here in the application SAS. So we can go here and put a field set. This field set will have a legend that will shows placing. My English is not good. I don't want to go for the translator. placing, and it's okay, but we want to add a field set, and we can add some padding, and in the legend I don't know if we can change this, but we will try. Color blue. Okay, as I'm working with Eclipse, the CSS file is compiled and generated the CSS, but in Eclipse you have to come here and refresh in order to have the change available inside Tomcat. So we have the padding, we have the blue color, and we can continue using laying out all the HTML this technique. By the moment we can say that it's done, and we have synchronize. We have those are changes from the previous in action video. I will not hotel SCS and APP commit, and we have to use the pattern issue, and I used to copy. Form is nice now. Okay, so we made the commit, and at night or manually, or when it's done, you have to go to Jenkins, and you have to start the build in order to to generate the next project version. This will create the application. I have to make automatic deployment, but for now it's manual, so we don't review those things by the functional analyst. We only go to Mantis to see the changes done. So it will take some time, but I will make it fast forward. So it's finished. Build. It has finished. Hope success. As we only modify HTML. So we have our change log with the 2 build, the number 2 build, with the issue hotel form changes. Form is nice now. We can see it. We can see here the issue, and we can see the activity integrated in Marmot reservation 2 build, revision, author, and the comment and the files changed. So if we change more, it will come here in activity, and so on. So as a functional analyst, you can enter here, you can go to the test environment and review if this is nice, and close or add more nodes in order to follow the issue. If we go here, we can see the detail of the changes, and all is linked from one place to another. So that's it for the moment. Now we are going to make more changes in layout and design aspect, and we are going to change we are going to change the theme of the application at all. It's based on material design, and we can go here to choose a palette. So as a designer, you can go here. You also have the CSS in order to put, but main colors, you can go to here to material theme, and you can change. This is the default values: blue gray as primary, deep orange as accent, gray as background, and dark. We can say that it's not dark, and we can go here and see it. It's not no more dark, and we can change the colors also. For example, deep purple and purple, for example. So deep, sorry, deep purple. Oh, deep purple and purple. And we go here, and we can see the changes. So we are getting the colors, not really nice colors. We go to the view, we can see it, and you can choose these colors in order to put here. And you have also, this is a material design thing. It's that theme colors are managed via JavaScript, but you can change if you don't want the colors here. You can use normally the CSS. So one other thing we can see is that in client interest, the interest of the client. So how to change a view in order that displays something or another thing. So this is client interest view, and we are showing client interest object name, and client object name. By default, the first character field of the table is considered as the title field or the identifying field. But you can change it here, or also you can add a remark in the table specifying title field, so that this field is used as the title. This is done for displaying here in the titles, or here, for example, we've taken 50, but sure we don't know this thing. We can change it here. We are using client interest as the title. Okay, so we have all the information field, interest object. As they are context aware, this client interest view is inside the client view, the client detail view. So here we don't show the client. We have the interest object name and culture. And here you have the name, the parent, and the parent object. So you can use all the information here to display this view. And this view is used, for example, in the interest culture view. And we have Michael Jordan, and here client object JSON. We have all the information from Michael Jordan. So we can add all the information from here to display in the field. The JSON will be as, for example, for the hotel view that is presented, or the rooms, we have all the information. We have all object field with information. So when we want, where we want to change, by default, it's only the name and the link, but you can change and format the view in the way you require. So I think that in layout HTML we have finished. I hope you will find it useful. And thanks for the attention. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.